The principle of hormesis challenges our intuition that stress is inherently harmful. Hormesis describes a dose-response relationship where low doses of a stressor trigger beneficial adaptive responses that ultimately strengthen the organism, while high doses are harmful. This is a fundamental principle in biology, and harnessing it properly may be one of the most powerful tools we have for healthy aging. Think about exercise. The actual bout of exercise is a stress. You're damaging muscle fibers, depleting energy stores, creating oxidative stress. But this stress triggers adaptive responses: muscle repair and growth, mitochondrial biogenesis, enhanced antioxidant systems, improved cardiovascular function. The stress makes you stronger, but only if the dose is appropriate and you recover adequately. Fasting represents another hormetic stress. During fasting, your body shifts into stress resistance mode, activating autophagy, increasing insulin sensitivity, upregulating antioxidant defenses, and promoting cellular repair. Time-restricted eating, where you fast for 12 to 16 hours daily, provides mild hormetic stress. Periodic longer fasts of 24 to 72 hours may provide additional benefits, though they're more challenging. Temperature stress works through similar mechanisms. Sauna exposure creates heat stress that induces heat shock proteins, improves cardiovascular function, promotes the release of endorphins, and may even support brain health. The research suggests sessions of 15 to 20 minutes at 80 to 90 degrees Celsius, 3 to 4 times weekly. Cold exposure triggers different but complementary adaptations: increased metabolic rate through thermogenesis, enhanced immune function, improved mood through endorphin release, and activation of brown adipose tissue. Phytochemicals from plants provide chemical hormesis. Many beneficial plant compounds, sulforaphane from broccoli, resveratrol from grapes, various polyphenol, are actually mild toxins that plants produce as pesticides. When we consume them in appropriate amounts, they trigger our cellular stress response systems, upregulating antioxidant and detoxification pathways. This is xenohormesis, benefiting from the stress response compounds plants produce. The critical concept here is the U-shaped curve. Too little stress and you don't trigger adaptation. Too much stress overwhelms recovery capacity and causes damage. The optimal dose depends on your current capacity, which changes with age, health status, and training level. This is where many people go wrong. They hear about hormetic benefits and immediately jump to extreme practices: prolonged fasts, ice baths daily, excessive sauna use, ultra-intense exercise. But if the stressor exceeds your adaptive capacity, you're causing net harm rather than triggering beneficial adaptation. Age matters enormously here. Older adults generally have reduced adaptive capacity, meaning the optimal hormetic dose is lower than for younger people. A 25-year-old might thrive on daily cold plunges and intense fasting protocols, while a 70-year-old might be better served by gentler approaches. Recovery is inseparable from the hormetic stress discussion. The adaptation happens during recovery, not during the stress itself. Insufficient recovery means you're just accumulating stress and damage. This requires adequate sleep, nutrition, and time between stressors. There's also the issue of stacking stressors. If you're combining intense exercise, aggressive fasting, cold exposure, and sauna all simultaneously while dealing with work stress and poor sleep, you may be exceeding adaptive capacity even if each individual stressor would be beneficial in isolation. A practical protocol recognizes individual capacity and builds gradually. Start with time-restricted eating using a 12-hour eating window. Add moderate exercise appropriate for your fitness level. Introduce sauna sessions once or twice weekly. Consider cold showers or contrast showers before jumping to ice baths. Include cruciferous vegetables and other sources of beneficial phytochemicals. Most importantly, monitor your response. Signs of excessive stress include persistently elevated resting heart rate, poor sleep quality, declining performance, mood disturbances, or feeling chronically depleted rather than energized. The goal is finding your optimal hormetic dose, enough stress to trigger adaptation but not so much that you overwhelm recovery capacity. This requires honest self-assessment and willingness to modulate intensity based on your current state.